What is going on, guys? It is CG here, and in today's video we are going to be taking a look at the top 5 most efficient dinos in Ark Survival Evolved. Starting as a new tribe can be quite a daunting process. There is always a constant threat of being raided. The thing you need to worry about most is gathering resources, and gathering them quickly. I have put in line 5 dinos which in my opinion are the most effective for gathering resources quickly and most effectively. Starting at number 5. The Dung Beetle. The Dung Beetle is a very effective dino in all farming and agricultural aspects. Once tamed, which you'll find is very easy to do, you can load the Dung Beetle with feces, at which the Dung Beetle will transform the said feces into fertilizer and oil. The amazing thing about the Dung Beetle is the fact it makes feces very vital to your agricultural Ark life. Each size of feces has its own production value. It ranges from small that produces 1 fertilizer and 2 oil, to medium that produces 2 fertilizer and 4 oil, large that produces 3 fertilizer and 6 oil, and massive that produces 16 fertilizer and 14 oil. These features make the Dung Beetle very worth your while, and that's why I think it deserves to be at position number 5 on my list. Number 4. At 4th place, I've decided to go with the Castoroids, or the Beaver for short. The Beaver is a very effective wood harvester and is almost essential to any tribe. Its capabilities of storing huge amounts of wood make it a must-have for any survivor. You will find progressing in the game very difficult without one. Another reason to tame a beaver is due to how well it harvests wood. Not only does it carry an insane amount of wood, but it is also rated as the most effective wood harvester in the entire game. Not only do they benefit you when they are tamed, but in the wild they can also create dams that give you a large amount of wood and cementing paste upon looting them. If you are lucky, you will also get a chance of obtaining some pearls. This is why the beaver deserves place number 4 on my list. Moving on to number 3. The Dodiacus is one of the island's most valuable dinos. Without the Dodiacus, farming stone would become extremely tedious. The Dodiacus is a definite must-have for any tribe as it opens up so many possibilities and gives you a huge advantage to progress in the game. Many tribes will look for a Dodiacus almost instantly upon a new start, as its ability to farming stone is so effective that it becomes essential to your survival. Not only does it harvest stone, but it is also excellent at farming sand and obsidian. I believe that the Dodiacus deserves 3rd place on my list. Next up, with number 2. The Ankylosaurus is arguably one of the most essential dinos if you wish to progress in the game. Without the Ankylo, farming metal would become one of the most tedious and most enjoyable processes of all time. The Ankylo is the most effective dino at farming metal along with crystal, flint, rare mushroom and rare flowers. Without the Ankylo, progressing in the game would become so difficult that it just wouldn't be worth it. The Anky is definitely classed as one of the most important dinos any big or small tribe could ever own, and for those reasons is why I believe it deserves 2nd place on my list. Last but not least, number 1. The Catina, or snail for short, is an extremely effective dino. It may look frail and useless, but this dino can produce one of Ark's most valuable resources, cementing paste. After taming this huge snail, you'll notice that it will produce something called Catina paste. This paste is produced the same way as any normal dino would defecate. However, the paste produced by the snail is identical to cementing paste, making this little creature a must-have for any tribe. Not only does it defecate cementing paste, but it also generates cementing paste along with organic polymer in its inventory, if it is set on Wonder. Cementing paste is arguably one of the most important resources in the game, as it is essential to obtain higher tier equipment and is vastly used as a currency on many servers. And for that, ladies and gents, is why I believe the Catina deserves the position of number 1 on my list. I just want to take the time to thank you all for watching, and if you enjoyed this video then be sure to stomp on that like button. If you agree or disagree with anything I mentioned on this list, then be sure to leave a comment on why. If you are new to the channel, then why not subscribe for more Ark Survival Evolved content, and I'll see you all in the next video.